shit, yeah. My boy just spray shit, yeah. Probably erase it, yeah. They gon' ape shit, yeah. These niggas basic, yeah. If I want it, I take it.
Alright. What's up, guys? It's your favorite Jamaican back with another banging video. You know, bangers all season. A lot of persons were requesting a story time video, so I was like, why not? But this story time, it won't be like the last story time. This story time is actually something very simple. I'll be explaining, as you see from the title, how I went, or why I went to Cornwall College. Alright, so as most of you would know, I was going to Munro College for 4 years. I started in 2012. Basically, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time when all this happened. Alright, so I don't quite remember which day specifically, but I went on the dorm because I was a boarder. I went on the dorm, and one of my friends, he was there, but he was kind of moving very secretive. So I was like, yo, what's going on, you know? And he was like, nah, everything's good, you know? Because sometimes, you know, people go through stuff and you really don't know what am I go through. It's a mistake. Try help as possible, as best as possible. So I was there, and I make sure say everything good with him. So he said, yo, yeah dog, everything good. So he called me around his like bed area, and like he was saying, yo, you know, I got 2 spliffs, you see me? But it was 2 ready-made spliffs. For most of you who don't know, it was like basically he bought a blunt that was already made, yeah, but he bought 2. So he and another person was supposed to go and smoke it, you know. He and another person was supposed to go and smoke it, but the other person wasn't there, you know. And I was like, yo, why not? Because at the time, a lot was going on in my life. So I was like, yo, bro, forward. So he was looking at me and like, nah, I don't see you being that type of person. So I was like, yo, my youth, forward, my youth. So it's like, alright. So basically me forced him in, you see me? So I was like, alright, no problem. So it's like we went like on the dorm. For most who don't know or who attend Munro currently, I was on Dickinson. Yeah, it sounds weird, but I was on Dickinson. So we went in a bathroom that wasn't in use again, you know, but it was still on the dorm. It was accessible, but it wasn't in use. So we went down there, and we basically hotbox the entire bathroom, and the bathroom is bigger than this room currently. And this room, it's a decent amount of it's a decent space, you know, and the bathroom was bigger than that. So we were there, you know, and I had the paper roll and I had the lighter. He had the spliffs. So we were there now, and he was like, yo, pass me the lighter. So I was like, alright, bro. Gave him. So we started doing the thing, you know. So I was like, cause you know, it wasn't my first time doing it, you know. It wasn't my first time doing it. So I was there and I was like, so, you know, enjoying myself. At first, I was like coughing. At first, I was coughing because that was too strong. If you ever been to Jamaica or you are living in Jamaica, just know that weed from our ganja from Westmoreland is one of the best, brother. It's one of the best, hands down. You know? That's all I'm have to say. So the first drum is so so my friend started laughing. He was like, Like he was saying, nah man, you new to this. So I have to try play it cool, I have to try play it cool. Like, nah fam, I'm sick. Yeah, I have to try play it cool. 2 more puffs after that, it felt like a group of hands was just slapping in my head. Like I couldn't feel like my entire head. Like I have to be like, ugh. Feel like I run up in a wall. Me didn't me as a brother. Oh me feel so. Yep, me as a brother. Oh me feel so my youth. Me I said no brother, why not this how we do? So we were there for like 7 minutes going to 10 now. And we heard footsteps. But where we were, you couldn't access it as easily as like just opening a door and walking. You had to walk through like a path to get through. So basically we had like a hollow wall, if you get me. Yeah, we basically had a hollow wall, and some of the students on the dorm vandalized the wall, so they left a hole in it so we could easily slip through. So I was expecting a teacher won't fit themselves through there, and a sports dorm was near. But if you wanted to come in the bathroom where we were, you had to walk around. You'd have to walk around the dorm to go to the sports dorm, and you won't get let in because the sports dorm was strictly for 6th formers, so you won't get in unless you're a teacher. So we're there, was thinking, alright, no one is going to catch us. We're just chilling, casually chilling and vibing, I heard walking. So I was like, bro. No, he was like, bro, you hear that? I was like, nah fam, it's okay. Because like where the hollow wall was placed, a passage was there leading up to where the bathroom was. So anybody walking up the stairs to go to the dorm, it kind of echoed. So you would like, some things would sound like people are actually walking there, but they aren't. So I was there and I was like, nah fam, someone's going up the dorm, So he was like, we're chilling and thing, and so I heard the footsteps getting louder. So I was like, shit. So he took his one and threw it down the drainer. I took my one and threw it out the window. But I still had the paper roll and I still had the lighter on me. So I was there and like a lot of things were running through my mind at that particular moment. Like my heart was beating like that's the only time in my life that my heart actually beat that fast, like because I was like shit. And trust me, as I said before, the entire bathroom was hot box, like smoke everywhere. The teacher walked in with a 6th form student, a prefect. He walked in. So I ran in one of the bathroom stalls, and I like in the corner like this, hoping that when he passes, I would just make a break for it, As like judging from the steps, I could tell he was like 3 steps away from where I was standing in the stall. Counting down the 3 steps, I could just look at every possible situation and every possible consequences coming out of this. When he walked and he stepped, the stall that I was in, that's the first thing he looked in, and I was like, yup, this is it. He caught my other friend, and before reporting us, he was basically asking what were we doing down here, and the procedure. So he found he was like, empty your pockets. He found the lighter and the rolling paper on me, and I was there, like I was in shock. Like I wanted to cry, but the tears weren't, like that's the most I have ever felt mixed feelings. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was there. I was trying to cry. It wasn't working. You could hear the noises, but I wasn't crying. Yo. Huh?
You busy?
Nah, not really. I'm just here chilling.
Okay. I'm going to wash my car.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to get food. Wanna come? No, I have to say yes.
Alright, can come. Just link me.
Alright, I'm gonna fill up my car with some petrol as well.
Alright.
Just want some stuff because I gotta go get stuff to work.
Alright.
I'm not doing anything. Now I'm bored. I ain't gonna get food in my own. Just sit there like alone.
Yeah, and today's the
And
day
then
off.
everyone's busy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But
so
look at my hair. Just in the cut. Look how much it costs.
I am filming a video, so just link me when I reach.
Yeah.
So I was there, you know. I wanted to cry. I was actually crying, but no tears. I was actually me. Oh shit! That was me basically. No tears, nothing was going. And I was like, shit. So I went. He carried us to the vice principal because the principal was occupied. He carried us to the vice principal. We explained to ourselves, and he was like, well, we can't do anything about that, you know, because you guys were caught. You guys were caught doing stuff, you know. And I was like, shit. Like from there on, I was like, yo, brother, like I felt really bad. As you know, every child is a representative, if that a word, of their parent, you know. Because remember, you know, children live what they learn. Exactly, children live what they learn, you know. So if you have good parenting, you know that you'd abide by certain rules, and I certainly had good parenting. So I was a bit disappointed in myself, and I know that I let down my parents, and I really felt bad. Like I cried that entire day. Because I knew that what I did, I knew the sacrifices they had to do in order for me to continue going to the school. You know, like millions of dollars spent on boarding alone, you know, and they had to send me with money separately and snacks, because boarding is hard. So, but academically, I didn't fail him. I attained an average of 80 every year from grade 7 leading up to grade 10 when I exited the school. So you can take some positives out of it and some negatives, you know. But I was looking at the negatives. Like the negatives was carrying me down for a while, but I was mainly focusing on the positives. So I am glad. I was like, you know, I felt really bad in myself. I called my parents. They were like my mom was crying. And I know when she's crying, I know that it's really bad. My dad, like, that's the worst I've ever seen him. Like, he was a bit shaken up, you know. Because he was like, I don't expect this from you, you know. And I felt really disappointed in myself. Like, to be honest, I felt really disappointed in myself because that was a dumb choice. But every decision in life makes you stronger. And it makes you the person you are today. So don't look back and be like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, you know. Nah, fam, it's a part of life. Life is a tricky situation. Like, life is yours, but life isn't. Anything can happen at any moment, you know. So that was in April. Like that was in Easter time, because I was coming off a suspension, and then we had Easter, and I came back, and the following week I came back. That was when it happened. So I was out of school from April until September when I went to Carnival 2016, and I had certain goals for that year. I attained an average of 80 the first year going to Carnival. I had to repeat grade 10, you know, because you know the syllabus and the SBA starting, and you know, so the principal was like, he was cool enough to be like, you know what, I won't rush you in going into grade 11, and then when I rush you, you don't pass as how you would want to pass, you know. So it was like, you know what, why not start over grade 10? And I was like, I don't have a problem with that, because a lot of youths, they don't get second chances, especially like that. Like their parents will be like, all right, you failed me, this and that, I won't have time spending on you and blah blah blah, you know. But my parents wasn't like that. So I went to grade 10 at Carnival. I started Carnival in grade 10. I attained an average of 80 in grade 10. When I went to Carnival in grade 11, I attained an average of 70 because the work was a bit rough. And anybody who goes to Carnival can tell you the work can be a bit rough, especially if you're in Science 1. Your work can get a bit rough. So I attained an average of 70 because I got a merit award. Even though I didn't graduate, I went to graduation, but I didn't graduate because that's a lot of money, unnecessary money I don't want to spend just to hear my name and people applauding. I really don't want to do that. So I saved the money from there because I went to there. I went to the graduation. I heard when my name called, and I heard the persons applauding, you know. So it wasn't any much, but I got 8 subjects currently under my name. 8 subjects, you know. And to say that I passed 8 subjects and I wasn't studying a month before, I was studying like 2 days before every subject, you know, 2 days before every subject. And it's science, you can't be doing that. And I studied, you know, I passed all my subjects, and thank God I did. So I took a major L when I exited Munro for a while, but when I went to Carnival, I took a W instantly because the mindset I have, I wasn't going to let that tear me down or get me down from doing great things. I mean, I'm doing YouTube now. At first I was shy, you know, the lack of confidence. I was shy. I don't know what the feedback might be, you know, because in every good situation you are going to have bad. So in the YouTube world, you know, comments can be a hell of a thing because you have some persons willing to give you constructive criticism, you know. They won't be dick riding and be like, oh, whatever you put out, it's amazing. Nah fam, they'll tell you whether or not it's amazing, and they tell you like, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I respect that, you know. I absolutely respect that. So I thank everyone for subscribing to me and just keep watching my growth, you know, keep watching my growth. A lot of persons from I was younger saying that they don't know what I'm going to become in the future, but I'll be somebody great, and I definitely think I'll be somebody very great, you know. And I want to be one of the Jamaicans who dominated YouTube on a whole. So thank you for tuning in, and if you want more story times, comment down below and I got you. Peace.
Bitch, yeah. Money be coming and going, yeah. Bitches be coming and going, yeah. All of this money be flowing, yeah. I'm about to go call me a phone, yeah. Let my life think cause she got too boring.